Hello, guys. Welcome to another learning session investments in Options with Jeet channel. My name is JR. Today I am going to take you through a new investment avenue which is not very well explored by the retail investors. So today we are going to see something called bond market. We all know the deposits, right? Means the bank deposits. So you put money in your savings account. So the savings account will provide you some interest per annum. Generally, savings account interest are about 2% to 3.5%. Means that is the normal range what we get in the Indian markets, banks. So that return does not beat the inflation. Okay, the inflation is running at about 5.5 to 6% per annum. So your savings return, your money is basically growing negatively. Means you cannot depend on the savings bank account interest. So a little higher return will be provided by a very popular investments called fixed deposits. So the fixed deposit rates for the resident Indians ranges from about 6.75% to around 7.5% pre-tax. So the amount what is coming as interest, so that will be taxed at your applicable tax slab. If you are not filing any IT return, so it will be taxed at about 31%. Consider like that. Means say 1/3 of the money will be taxed. Okay. So the effective returns will be less than 5%. Okay. Means if you are getting about 6.75% to like 7%, 7.5%. So 1/3 is going on tax. Means you are getting about 5%. But 5% also does not beat the inflation. So inflation running at 5.5 6%. So on a longer run, the fixed deposit money does not beat the inflation. So the returns will be negative only for you. The absolute returns. Fixed deposit will give return. So fixed deposit is considered as one of the safest investment available. Every fixed deposit in the Indian banks is individual deposit is secured for about 2.5 lakh rupees. Okay, means that is the maximum insured value of a fixed deposit. If the bank goes under the hammer, means if the bank or the financial institutions goes bankrupt, so your fixed deposits are insured up to 2.5 lakh rupees. So you will get that money back. It will take time, but definitely you will get the money. So this is with the banks and other financial institutions. Apart from that, this both like the fixed deposit and the savings bank account interest, so both does not beat the inflation. Okay, so what beats the inflation? We say that we take a little higher risk. For a higher return, you have to take a little higher risk. What is next? The next what is available is the government issued papers like Bharat Bond or Kisan Vikas. So all those will come. Those will provide a little higher return than the fixed deposit. This is also a kind of fixed deposit, but it provides you a little higher return. These are coming in the bond level. Okay, so this can be invested through your DMAT also. It is possible to invest through the DMAT. Okay, so those papers we can invest, the Kisan Vikas, and there are other NSC bonds are there. You can go with NSC bonds, so you will get some tax benefits also with that. But the returns are less, but there is a huge lock-in period is there. Before the lock-in period, if you are breaking that, the returns are absolutely nothing. Basically, you get your capital back with very, very minor appreciation. Same with fixed deposit. Fixed deposit, the minimum period you have to keep the fixed deposit with the bank ranges from about 6 months to 1 year. That is the minimum period. After 1 year, you will get the interest for 1 year. Okay. Then whatever is above, you can break the FD and you will get the pro rata interest, but minimum you have to keep for at least 6 months to 1 year. And the interest, how they pay, like how you can break your fixed deposit, that comes under your financial planning. I have one plan. I am using one plan which I have shared it to our premium group members. The plan, what I call the plan. So every month, like we break up our fixed deposit, and then we target a return, like to live in a medium sized city, like a town or city. You see how much is your monthly expenses. So based on that one, you add up about 10% of that, so which will basically like sustain you for another like 5-10 years. Then you decide what is the corpus to build to get that return every month, and you divide that by 12, and then you keep on putting the money in fixed deposit every month, so that the power of compounding will work in your favor, and you will get a good risk-free return, what you call risk-free rate. Risk-free rate is basically the fixed deposit rate. So that money we will get. So that there is a plan, means you have to spread your investments to equity, mutual funds, fixed deposits, NSC, Kisan Vikas, all those you can spread it, okay. Apart from this, there is another level is there. I am still not coming to the main subject of this video. I am just giving you an introduction of what are available. So next, what is available? So next available is to the equity markets, means you are going to invest in a mutual fund. Mutual fund you have two. One is debt mutual fund. The other one is equity mutual fund. Debt mutual fund, the returns are less, okay. They basically invest in the government bonds and other debt instrument where the individual investors do not have access, or the capital requirement to enter is quite high. Like some of the bonds, the minimum requirement is 10 lakh rupees. So a normal individual investor will not have 10 lakhs, right? He'll be putting 5,000 to 10,000 rupees. So those people do not have access to those bonds. So what the debt mutual fund will do, they'll accumulate everything, and then they'll start investing on behalf of the individual investor, and then they'll make money. They'll take their cut as their fees, and then you will get your return, okay. So this is one. Then the equity funds. Equity funds are quite common, like most of us at some point we would have invested in the equity fund. Anytime, means if you are in the market for last 4-5 years, at some point you would have put it in any mutual fund, some money, growth funds, a dividend fund, all those, direct plan, everything, all the jargons are there. That is not the subject of this video, okay. So this is one investment avenue where you can utilize a little higher risk to make a higher return, which basically beats the inflation in a longer run. So the equity mutual funds generate somewhere between 13 to 15% per annum on a longer run, okay. So in that way, means it beats the inflation, because inflation historically it is running at about 5 to 6%. So it basically beats the inflation double, okay. So you can still sustain more, but you have a risk on your capital, because if the market comes down, the mutual fund value will also come down. You may not get your investment fully back if the market is down, okay. Means that risk is there. Because of that risk, your return is also higher. The next avenue is direct equity. So the direct equity means you are going to invest in the stock market. You are buying stocks and selling stocks. You are doing derivatives, F&O segments. You are buying and selling futures and options. So those are the investment that will give a much higher return for a much higher risk. So by seeing all these things, we have not touched upon one subject, which is corporate bonds. That is the subject for today. We have something called corporate bonds, where the company issues bonds to a certain group of investors to raise capital to fund their operations, okay. the bond investors are always rated a little higher than the equity investors. You consider that there is a company listed in the stock exchange, okay? Any company you take, they are listed in a stock exchange. They can raise the money by coming for an IPO. They can offer one initial public offer and they'll raise money, or if they need further money, they can do a FPO, follow on public offer, so they can raise additional money. Another avenue of doing that is selling bonds on the company's name. Let us see what are these bonds, okay? What is a corporate bond? So let us see what is a corporate bond. So the corporate bond, this is the Investopedia's, what we call it as the Investopedia's statement or the meaning for the corporate bond. So you can read, a corporate bond is a type of debt security that is issued by a firm and sold to investors. So what I told, it is right? So the company gets the capital it needs, and in return the investor is paid a pre-established number of interest payment at either a fixed or variable interest rate. So you will get interest because you are investing in the company, so you need to get interest. So whenever like you say a bond basically gives a yield. Right now just consider interest. Yield at all is a bit, the term is very confusing. So right now you consider that the bond pays interest in a fixed interval. You want monthly, quarterly, half yearly, yearly, all options are available, okay? When the bond expires, because any deposit you make, there is a expiry date, okay? So, or it reaches maturity. What we call when the bond expires is reaches maturity. That is also, they will call it as a call date, okay? It is called as call date. Call date is the day where the bond matures, okay? The payment cease and the original investment is returned. Means you get back your original investment plus all the interest payments what you are getting, okay? So the backing, why the company, how you can invest in the bond, like what is the trust you have. So the backing for the bond is generally the ability of the company to repay, okay, which depends on its prospectus for future revenue and profitability. In cases, some cases, the company's physical asset may be used as collateral, okay? You know what is collateral, right? Means if you are doing option selling, you will know what is collateral. Collateral means basically you are giving something as a pledge to gain something. So that is called as collateral, okay? So the meaning of this is the backing of the bond. If the company is going to pay you certain interest, how you can ensure that the company will pay that interest. So that comes from the company's ability to service the bond. Service the bond means to give you regular payments, what is agreed when you are buying the bond, okay? So for doing that, there are some bond rating agencies are there. So they will provide the rating for the bond, whether it is stable, whether it is normal, or whether it is negative. So these are the ones what the companies will provide. I will explain you little further, means how the AAA bonds, AA bonds, A plus, A negative, all those means I will explain. Means it is going to take time, okay? Means this is going to be a bit longer session. I wanted to educate you a little bit more on this unexplored avenue of investing, okay? The returns are much higher than the fixed deposit. Many people do not know about this, but I am giving you the opportunity to explore this, okay? So all these key takeaways, like whatever like we have seen, but this is mainly for the US government and others, so because Investopedia is like it services the entire world, right? So they mostly cover the US government, everything. That is quite all right. So let us see for Indian context, for investing in bonds within India. So what bonds are available? We don't know, right? all we know is Bharat bond. Okay, means that is the most popular one. Means many people know about Bharat bond. Okay, so Bharat bond provides a good interest rate close to like 8% or something. Means that is taxable, right? Means after tax you will get somewhere about 6.5%, which is still higher than the FD. But Bharat bond has a lock-in period. Okay, means you have a lock-in period, and the tenure is about 5 to 8 years. Bharat bond. This means they keep on giving new issues of Bharat bond in different series. Means if I will make a separate video on Bharat bond afterwards. Means now I will just educate what is a bond. Okay, there is a very good website which is like uh, under Zerodha. Okay, means this site is basically under the Zerodha. Zerodha has, maybe it is owned by Zerodha, I am not 100% sure, but they have a good links with Zerodha. Okay, the site name is called goldenpi.com. The website is this. You can see the website is called goldenpi.com. So this is the one which provides you the complete insight. India's #1 online platform for bond investment. Just a disclaimer, what you have seen previously in the video, this is not a recommendation to buy the bonds or recommendation to use this site to buy the bonds. I am not responsible for that. Okay, I am just providing you an overview of what is available. Okay, I am not a SEBI registered advisor or anything, so please do not hold me responsible if things go wrong. Okay, I am just giving you the disclaimer. So goldenpi.com, you can discover the bonds. So you can click this discover bonds. You go here, you have all the filters are there. Let me see what is there. So the yield is basically your interest rate. Just think that yield is interest rate. Okay, so what I have sorted is from high to low. Okay, now you see the South Indian Bank. The South Indian Bank is a listed company. Okay, means this is listed in the stock market. They are offering bonds. So what bonds they are offering? The call date when the bond will mature is 24th of January 2025, means 4 years from now. Consider now we are at end of 2021. So this is coming at beginning of 2025. So we have 22, 23, 24, 3 years means consider 25 beginning it will come. Okay, so 3 years we have the maturity period, and the minimum investment required for one unit is about 2 lakhs. Since we have already nearing that 1 year, so the 25,000 we have to pay extra, because that is the interest accumulated for this bond for the previous year. Okay, so 25 lakh 25,000 is your initial investment here. 2 lakhs 25,000, sorry, I think I told 25 lakhs, right? 2 lakhs 25,000 is your initial investment. The yield what it is providing is about 13.7%. This yield is better than the equity mutual funds. Okay, and the payment what they do is yearly. Means yearly you will get interest, same like fixed deposit, you will get yearly interest, and the bond will mature on 24th of January 2025. In this date you get back your initial investment of 2 lakhs. Okay, because this 24,000 you will get paid on 2022 January 14, because you are paying 2 lakh 24,000, right? So you will get back the remaining, only the 2 lakh is the initial investment. Okay, just not to confuse you too much, means we will get into a detail. And here there is one rating is there. This is very important. You can see IND A minus. Just see this A minus is the rating. The above whatever is shown, that is the rating agency. Okay, here you can see CARE AA. This is CRISIL A minus. A minus means A negative, means this is what negative is. Here it is not bad. Okay, negative is what they give with the letter. If they give a negative, it is a little lesser than positive. Okay, it is not like you are going to make loss. Means just for you to understand. Okay, so let us see the filters what we have here. So what the investment purpose is the first filter. What is your investment purpose? You want to earn a higher income than fixed deposits, you want to get tax free returns, or you want to invest for a short term, means your maturity period will be very less. You just have some money lying idle, you will require it after 6 months. But within 6 months, you want to earn something out of it higher than the FD return. So for those items, okay. And if you want to save capital gains tax, or if you want to pledge for F&O, if you already have like some mutual funds, you can pledge for F&O, Bharat bond, you can pledge for F&O, your stocks anyway, you can pledge it. And bonds, fixed deposits, not many brokers will accept for pledging, okay. Means the process of pledging the fixed deposit is a bit difficult. Not many brokers will go through that procedure, okay. So but if you have this bond in demat, readily they'll accept, okay. And if you have a Hindu undivided family, they call it HUF, okay. The HUF, you can get some tax exemption. So for tax exemption, you can invest in the bonds. And you can invest, the NRIs can invest in the NRI eligible bonds. It means there are few bonds which are which NRIs are eligible. Even the government bonds are having that option for NRIs to invest directly in that, okay. So first, then we will go to the safety. Safety is what they call it as a credit rating. This credit rating is the trust or the ability of the company to pay interest for you for the bonds. Means the ability of the company to generate returns and pay you regularly. So those is the credit rating. So AAA is called as a highest safety rating, because AAA bonds means it is the top cream. The top cream means these are the bonds which are considered very, very safe. Means it has a very high rating, means the company has the very good ability to pay you interest and return your capital after the bond matures, okay, as simple as that. AA is balanced. Balanced means it is not very highly risky, or it is not like very low risk like AAA bonds. There is a little higher risk, okay. And there is a and below, which is a high risk, but it is a high yield also. High yield means it pays you a much higher return. You can see A and below you saw. So this is A minus. What is your yield? It is giving 13.7%. So when you have AA, which is the balanced one, it is giving a little bit less. So that varies. Here you have a negative, but it is giving much lesser than this, okay. So it varies. All the permutations, combination, mix and matches, everything will be available here, okay. Let us go through further. So you say there is a yield. Yield means the interest rate, okay. Just understand, yield and interest rate are slightly different, but for your simplicity of understanding, you can consider the yield as the interest rate, okay. The interest rate is slightly lesser than the yield, okay. So whether you want the yield up to 8%, up to 8% means generally it is AAA bonds, okay. If it is 8 to 11%, which is a AA bonds, and if you need 11% plus returns, it will be single A, positive or negative. Those bonds will be there, okay. And there are ratings with B also, which are those are called junk bonds, okay. Means no need to go to that level. So we are talking about investing with for safety, but trying to get the higher returns than fixed deposit. If you want to invest in B kind of bonds, you can very well invest in equity. Means no need to go to the bond market, okay. And you have the investment amount. Means investment amount, if you want to put less than 10 lakhs, 10 to 50 lakhs and above 50 lakhs, means all less than 10 lakhs means you can invest for 10,000 also. You can see here, means minimum investment is 10,000, and there is IPO for this bond also. I will come back to that. So the various investment amounts you can put, and your interest payment frequency. How frequently you want to get interest? You want to get annual interest, monthly interest, quarterly interest, half-yearly interest, or you don't want any interest, you want the entire principal and interest on maturity, like your annual fixed deposit. You have fixed deposit for 1 year, the interest is paid at the end of the year along with the capital, right? Similar to that, okay. So the issuer type, who are the issuers? Company, right? But there are different entities government guaranteed. State government issues bonds. Okay, we have one for the Uttar Pradesh government, so I'll show you that. So state government guaranteed bonds. These bonds are generally has the highest rating because government cannot default. You have to consider that. When the government cannot default and the highest rated bonds, the yield will be lower. Okay, the yield will be little higher than the fixed deposit, but generally lower. Okay, and public sector undertaking bank. This comes next. The PSU banks like State Bank of India, those banks can also issue bonds. State Bank of India is listed in stock exchanges, right? But they can also issue bonds to generate some capital for their operations, okay? And they pay interest. The PSU bank bonds are also rated very, very high. So the yield will be less, but we are guaranteed it is rated very, very high, okay? And public sector undertaking units like any other Navaratna company or Mini Ratna, Maharatna kind of companies where the public sector company is there, they are issuing you bonds. So those are also much highly rated because whenever you say, but that is not state government guaranteed, okay? That is guaranteed only by the public sector unit only, okay? Then a bit riskier will come. Private sector banks, like you saw South Indian Bank, right? South Indian Bank, and there are few other banks. Jammu and Kashmir Bank means they are all issuing bonds, okay? Those, the interest rate will be very, very high. They will give you the yield very high, but those are little bit riskier, okay? And the corporates means like say, let us say corporate who is issuing, like yeah, if you see the Piramal Capital and Housing, many of these housing companies, though Muthoot Fincorp is anyway NBFC, so the Piramal group, they are issuing some bonds, okay? They have Piramal Capital, they have a separate company and they are issuing some bonds for their housing loan purpose they are issuing, okay? So the corporate bonds are also getting issued. And NBFC means non-banking finance corporation. So non-banking finance corporation means they are not bank, they are finance companies. Who are those finance companies? Like Edelweiss Financial Services, Muthoot Fincorp. Muthoot Fincorp is a NBFC, okay? And Indiabulls Housing Finance. So those are NBFC companies. So NBFCs, what they do, their yield will be a bit higher or in the medium range, but these are considered a little bit high risk. But it depends on the company. We will get into it slowly, okay? And you can filter on the tenure remaining, means how much tenure is remaining. Less than 1 year, the call date. Tenure remaining is from today to the bond maturity date or the call date, means how much time is left. The more the time, your interest payment will be, you will get it for a longer time, okay? And less time means a short term bonds, like tenure remaining is less than 1 year means it's a short term bond, means you can take, not exactly short term bond, the bond can be a long term, but the tenure remaining is very, very small, okay? So these are the filters you can use, and there are a lot of other filters are there. Let us not prolong this video, but you can explore those on yourself. You can explore it. So let us see what, I'll take an example of the South Indian Bank, okay? So what this means, let us click this one and go there. We'll go to the overview. So the minimum investment required for this is 1 unit is 2 lakhs, consider like that. 1 unit is 2 lakhs. Face value is 1 lakh, so the minimum investment is 2 units, okay? So 2 lakh is the investment. So for settlement, the date is 21st of December, means today is already 20th of December, so it will take from tomorrow onwards. This is the settlement date, okay? And the yield is 13.7176% per annum. This is the yield, okay? The coupon is your interest rate, so 13.75% per annum. This return is one of the highest returns offered by any of the bonds, okay? One of the much higher return. That is why it is on the top, okay? The call date, which is the bond maturity date, is on 24th of January 2025. You can click this one and see what is here it is coming. The principal amount is 2 lakhs accrued interest for the year, because this is on 24th of Jan, right? So from 24 Jan 2021 up to 21st of December 2021, there is a interest accumulated at 13.75% per annum. So that is the interest you get here. So the settlement, what you will have the settlement. This interest will come back to you, but your principal amount will still stay as 2 lakh. This is your original amount which you will get back at maturity, plus the regular yearly interest rate. Okay. Let us see what is the call date. Maturity or call date, that is what I told, right? The date on which the principal and due interest amount are paid to the bondholder by the issuer. Bondholder is yourself, the issuer is the South Indian Bank Limited. Okay. The payment term is yearly. Payment term is the interest term, means how much frequently you will receive the interest payment. Okay. And your minimum investment is 2 units here. Here you can do 1 unit, no, cannot do. Minimum is 2 units. Okay. The face value for single unit is 1 lakh. Okay. The minimum investment here is 1 lakh. This ISN means this is listed on the stock market. So volumes will be very, very low, but this is listed on the stock market. Okay. And the mode of issue is basically the placement, means whether it is publicly issued or it is a private placement. You can see here the mode of issue, private placement, bond offered to a small group of pre-selected investors or institutions. Then you can ask, sir, how I can invest? But those individual investors or institutions, at some point they want to exit. They want to get the cash and use it for something else. So they will offer their units in the open market. From them you can purchase. Okay. And we did not see the public placement. So public placement means the bonds are offered to public rather than to selected investors. This is usually listed in the exchange. But it is a combination also. This can be listed private placement also, and it can be listed in the exchange also. Whenever it is listed in the exchange, you will get this ISIN number. Okay. So admission of bonds on stock exchanges for trading, that is why it is called listed. Okay. So this instrument is taxable. So on this interest, the money what you are getting, you will be getting somewhere about 30,000 rupees every year. So that 30,000 is taxable at your tax slab. Okay. So the date of issue is, it was issued a couple of years back, 24th of Jan. Okay. And when it is perpetual, it says yes, this bond has no maturity. Bond does not have a maturity. It keeps on, you can keep on reinvesting and renew this one. And what is tier? They have a tier 1. So tier 1 is have no maturity, part of primary capital of the bank. Tier 2 is it has a fixed maturity, part of subordinate capital of the bank. So if I start explaining this, what is the primary capital and what is a subordinate capital, it is going to be very confusing and taxing for you. You can go to the Investopedia and see what is the primary capital of the bank. Whenever you say it is a primary capital of the bank, it is considered as senior debit. Okay, it is considered as a senior debt. If it is subordinate, means it is not bad, but the thing is, before you get paid, the senior will get paid. Means this on the hierarchy it comes a little bit below, but you will get paid. But only thing is that time will be later. But why I am telling to get paid? If the bank gets into trouble and they cannot honor your investment, in what hierarchy you will get paid? The first is a senior debt, then the subordinate debts will come. Okay, that is the only difference. Means it is nothing wrong with that. They have a tiering system for that. Okay. And then the credit rating is there. Always try to stay in the green, not in the border. Okay, because all this B, BB, triple B are all having very, very low safety. Instead of investing in this orange or red area, you can very well invest in equity market. Equity market is much safer than this. Okay, try to invest in a negative, A plus, A plus, AA and AAA bonds. AAA bonds, the return will be very less, but it is of one of the highest safety bonds. Okay, here this is given as A negative. Here they say negative means it is not bad. Okay, A negative is better than B negative. Okay, so you have to understand that. So there is a debit quality is there. So this bond is issued under some tier 1 capital requirements of that bank. Okay, means all these Basel and tier 1 capital requirements are a bit bigger subject. I myself is still learning. So uh, there is no need to go into each and every point. You say that this bond is issued under certain framework. Okay, and the seniority of this debit is in case of default. That is what I told. When the bank or institution gets into trouble, the bond holders will be paid first, but bond holder also has a tiering. Who out of the bond holders, who will get paid first? So these bond holders will be paid later than the senior ones. So above this there are a lot of other bond holders who will get paid, then these bond holders will get paid. Okay, so this bond is listed in the stock exchange on this date, and this capital cannot, this investment cannot be converted as equity, because South Indian Bank you can buy shares, but with this bond you cannot convert it as equity. There are some bonds which are called convertible bonds. At some point you have an option either to take the money and run away, or you can still keep the bond, but since the bond has already matured, you can convert that to a equity in the company, which will have a higher risk. You may not get paid. All those issues will come. Okay. Good example is recently the Lakshmi Vilas Bank, which went bankrupt, or they had some issue some time back. The equity investors got zero. All the bond holders were paid. The equity investors got a big zero. Okay, means that is the risk what the equity investors has. Okay, and all those key highlights are there. I am not going to go by individually, but you can go through this. Okay, and comparing with the fixed deposit, the State Bank of India is providing a fixed deposit of certain interest rate. The State Bank provides around 5.4% as interest rate. This is pre-tax. Post-tax it is only 3.62%. Okay, let us say post-tax, you will be paying tax, right, for everything. So let us say post-tax. So the bank deposit would have given you 3.62% of 10 lakhs. 3.62% of 10 lakh is somewhere about 36,000 rupees, not more than that. But this bond provides you about after tax 9.19%. So the 9.19% gives you a huge difference in return. It is not simply 3 times, it will give much more than that. That is the power of compounding. Okay. So the 10 lakh investment could earn about 2,80,000 rupees, 78,613. Okay, 2 lakh to 2.75 lakhs more in 5 years. Means in 5 years this 3.62 would have returned some money, but this 9.19 could have returned almost 3 lakhs more than this. Okay, so the return, when the interest rate is higher, but with the compounding your returns will be much higher. Okay, and you have the cash flow is here. Your investment, if you are investing tomorrow, today is 20th of December, tomorrow is 21st. If you are investing tomorrow, you will be paying out this money buying 2 units, and your cash flow every year for the 2 lakh rupees, 24,000, forget it, for the 2 lakh, because in 2022 January, which is 1 month from now, you are going to get 27,500. Okay, so this 24,000 or 25,000 with additional 2,500, it is going to come back to you within a month. Okay, then with the 2 lakhs, what you are getting at maturity 2020, every year at 24th of January you will receive a interest of 27,500 rupees. Okay, that is on an investment of 2 lakhs. Okay, in the investment of 2 lakhs every year 27,500, which is about 13.75%. Okay, that is what they call it as a yield. Okay, and the 2025 January 24, that is the maturity date, what you will get is the interest for that year, plus you will get your face value back, your 100% of the face value, which is 2 lakh rupees what you invested, you will get that money back. Okay. So the interest earned up to 2025 is 1,10,075 rupees. So say 1,10,000 rupees. So 13.7176, which is 13.72% per annum of yield, and your total returns, let us see, it is not coming down here. And your total returns on a 2 lakh investment today, say you are investing at the end of 2021, start of 2022, so 2022, 2023, 2024, in 3 years you will be getting 1 lakh rupees, which is 50%, more than 50% of your original investment, right? Your original investment is 2 lakhs. For 2 lakhs you are going to get 1,10,000 rupees in 3 years. Good investment or not? Good, right? But this includes the risk also. If the South Indian Bank defaults, getting your money back will be very, very difficult. You will get paid. We don't know when you will get paid. You can see the recent issue what we had with Franklin Templeton. Some of my friends are still waiting to get their full money back. They received most of the money, but still some money is still left out. Means that happened 3 years back. Means it is still, the payments are still going on. Okay. So bond market is very illiquid. It is less riskier than equity, and it gives you a better return than FD, but not to the level of what equity will give. So people who don't want to take too much risk in equity, they generally go to fixed deposit, but there is a better avenue available than fixed deposit with a little bit higher risk. So that is what is the corporate bond market. Okay. So I told you that I will be showing you a state government backed bond, right? So let us see the state government backed bond. So let us just filter only the state government guaranteed one. So let us click this. You can see Uttar Pradesh Power Corporation. So this is a state government company. This is not it's a public sector company, but it is a state government company. Public sector company means it can be a central government, right? But this is a state government company, Uttar Pradesh state government company, state government guaranteed one. This is rated A plus, right? A plus means it is having a good safety, okay? And here the investment required is about 10 lakh rupees, okay? We can click this and see. The face value is 10 lakh rupees. Okay, if people who are having 10 lakh rupees, they can put it. Every bond is different. Like the private companies, they want to have some retail participation. So they will have about 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 rupees as minimum investment. But the state government, they have got more. And this bond is NRI eligible bond also. Okay, that is why it means the investment amount is higher. So 10 lakh 78,000, but that 78,000 is basically the accrued interest, okay, for the 10 lakhs. So the face value is 10 lakh rupees only. And on 20th of January, which is exactly 1 month from now, you will be getting some interest, okay, on this. Be getting about 25,000 rupees interest, and every quarterly means every 3 months we will start getting this 25,000 rupees interest, okay. The yield is lesser. But if you see the coupon, the interest rate is about 10.15. 10.15 is a double than your fixed deposit. Okay, you have to understand that, double than your fixed deposit, and this is a state government guaranteed bond. Good investment, right? And this defaulting chance is very, 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 very low because this is guaranteed by your government. When the government is guaranteeing, the default is like non-existent, you can consider. Default may happen, but very, very rare. Default will not happen. You can see all the private real estate companies, you know Evergrande story, right? Means what is happening in the recent past, okay? So those are the defaults which are like disastrous. But you can see the governments defaulting. Bankrupt governments are there in the world. It means they cannot honor their bonds, so they are defaulting. But Indian government do not default on any of the bonds. The state government, up to now, I have not seen any state government defaulting on their bonds, okay. So some kind of security is there on the government guaranteed bonds, and the interest rate is quite higher. Since this is the interest rate, your yield is basically per annum, okay? So this is paid quarterly, so that is why means your coupon rate is higher and your yield rate is little lower, okay? Means 10.15% is a very, very good return, but your initial investment is little high here, okay? And the maturity date for the bond is 2027. 2027 means now we are 2022, we are nearing. So we still have about 5 years for maturity of this bond, and the interest is paid quarterly. For 10 lakh investment, every 3 months we will be getting about 25,000 rupees. Means more or less safe return, right? Not very astronomical returns, but this is much better than a fixed deposit, okay? And this is listed in the stock exchanges. You will get the number, ISIN number, so it's listed on the stock exchanges. And these were issued about 3 years back, okay? So we still have 5 years left. These were issued 3 years back. And the remaining period is 5 years, 1 month and 1 day for the maturity. So on maturity, we will get back this 10 lakhs plus the interest for that quarter. That quarter interest is 25,000 rupees plus. So that also we will get, okay? And there is no tire. Since this is like government bonds at all, they don't have tire because they don't have senior debt, subordinate debt, like that. Nothing is there because the state government will not fail, okay? So they don't have that kind of stuff, okay? And the credit rating is A, but A plus. A plus means stable. There are 3 different agencies who has given rating for this. The CRISIL, this is the highest rating, okay? A plus. There is double A minus, better than A plus, okay? A is a little bit inferior to AA minus, okay? Means the AA minus comes somewhere here, okay? The A plus is here, the AA minus is little below the double A, okay? AA is here, AA plus is here, okay? Means you have to just understand this nitty-gritty stuff, okay? And when you see these government bonds, you don't have to worry about senior debt or subordinate debt, nothing, because this government bond, right? No need to worry too much. This bond is a secured bond, okay? And this is listed on the stock exchanges. But the liquidity will be very, very poor. So better to go through this golden pie and then buy it. Means no need to go and try to scout for this stock market one. The golden pie would have their own methods to get you these units, okay? And this is for a long-term investment purpose. You can go through this. Means I am just giving you the overview of this. There are key highlights are there, so you can go through that. And the 10 lakh investment post-tax would have returned about 1 lakh more than the bank fixed deposit in 5 years. Means per year you are getting 20,000 rupees extra, means approximately, okay? So consider that why I am telling you that this is better than fixed deposit, and when you are going to the government bonds, it is as good as a fixed deposit but giving you a higher return, okay? So this is better than FD, right? So you can look into investing in any of these companies through Golden Pie. And disclaimer, this video is not sponsored by Golden Pie, okay? I am just providing you the avenues available. This is one good website I have come across, since like I got some interest in securing some monthly payments for me in future for my retirement. I can take a little higher risk now. Later I cannot take, so I can take a little higher risk now for maybe for another 5-6 years I can take. That time I just want to generate a little bit more returns than what I am getting in FD, okay? That is why means I got interest into this subject and I started getting some information, and this is what I have got, okay? So Uttar Pradesh Power Corporation, so all those you will have the complete electricity supply and all this stuff, and this is a state government backed. Whenever it is a government backed, it is considered very safe, okay? This is a PSU and it is considered very safe, and they have got lot of different expiry. They have got bonds, okay? You can mix and match, you can choose, okay? Means they have got a good interest, a good yield in the range of 8.8%, which is much better than the fixed deposit, okay? Easily it will beat fixed deposit. And on 10 lakhs, the total interest earned for the remaining period, which is for another 5 years, 1 month. Say 5 years are there. In 5 years, you will get 50% of the return, okay? 50% of the money what you put in you will get back, plus your original deposit money you will get back. Original deposit money is 10 lakh rupees. 10 lakh plus this 5 lakhs put together you will get 15 lakhs. But that 15 lakhs is at the end, but you will be getting quarterly payments. Like every 3 months you will be getting some money, about 25,000 rupees you will get on a investment of 10 lakhs. Good investment, right? So this is what I found it very attractive here. FD will not give this return. I can write it and give you. You cannot get such returns on FD. Okay. So I hope you understood something new today. So this is one good avenue for investing in bonds. So the website is goldenpie.com, and this they have, I think, a backing of Zerodha. Let us see in the FAQ whether we have something about GoldenPie. You can pay through UPI. You can say what is GoldenPie. And GoldenPie is a fintech company making bonds available to all retail investors in the online platform. Who is backing this? We can see, because I could see some link of Zerodha, but let me see here. Yeah, you can see strategic partner. We power bond investment in partnership with leading brokers and financial institutions. So Zerodha is one of those. That is why I was telling that Zerodha has a link to this. And Zerodha I consider one of the most honest brokerage houses in India. Nitin Kamath is the man whom I respect a lot. I have good affection for Zerodha because Zerodha is one of the most successful startups which started in Bangalore. Okay, that is where I am from. Okay, and we have got the people who are there. So just an overview about the company. So they are still hiring people. So if you have a good background on the bond market, so you can always apply for the job. They have various jobs available there. So bank bonds means this website you can see means this is also in Bangalore. Okay, HSR Layout Bangalore means they are also in Bangalore, but they are not the ones. The Zerodha address is different. Zerodha address is Dollars Colony, so this is different. It's a separate company. Okay, HSR Layout is a place which is a bit closer to where I am staying, so this is okay. You have the location also. You can see where they are located also. Not about the company, but the investment opportunity what it gives. So if you are a non-resident Indian, where you can invest, you just click this. You can still invest in the UP Power Corporation. Okay, whenever you see NRI, you can see the minimum investment amount is in lakhs. Okay, there are other companies, like I did not explain each and every company there. There is ECL, means this is Edelweiss Capital Limited. They also give very attractive interest rate, but they are A minus, but better than the UP government also. But don't take this rating with a pinch of salt. So always try to go with the state government guaranteed with a much better returns. Okay, means though if you want to take more risk, you are very young, you want to explore the market, you can take a higher risk. Capital will be very low. This is NRI backed bonds, right? Means if you want a lower capital, you say investment amount, I say not less than 10 lakhs. Let us see the investment amount from low to high. Minimum 10,000 rupees. This NHAI is a government PSU company, right? A National Highways Authority of India. Okay, but the yield is very less. Means absolutely no point in investing in this, because fixed deposit gives almost a similar yield. Okay, but the returns will be little higher than FD. Otherwise, this bond will not work, right? Means the fixed it will be little higher, because this is a AAA bond. The yield is very low, but little higher than the FD. Okay, and this Edelweiss, they are providing about 8.75%, but this is AA minus, and there is a IPO stage is there. So minimum investment is 10,000 rupees and yearly payment, and this is for 2 years. Tenure is 24 months. In 2 years, you will get first year interest, second year interest plus your return of original investment. So both you will get. And they have 24 more, 2 years, 3 years, probably 5 years. Various means, and 10 years they also have, because whenever like the period is going up, your yield is also higher, okay, because of the compounding effect, so the yield is also higher. And IIFL is also there. AA means AA is a stable, okay, AA means stable, but CRISIL is one of the bigger rating agencies. CARE, CRISIL are the companies which provide rating for these bonds in India. So CRISIL ratings you can go through, CARE ratings you can go through, okay. So IIFL, Home Finance Limited, I am a bit worried about home finance companies raising capital. It's always a recipe for disaster. Means I don't want to do that. Real estate company, right? Home loan companies. There are companies who accept fixed deposits. Like good example is HDFC Limited. HDFC Limited is a the home loan division of this HDFC Bank. They are a separate company, right? Means HDFC Limited. So they accept fixed deposits from individuals. So they pay a little higher interest than the regular bank deposit. HDFC Limited is considered a much safer investment than putting it in mutual funds, or it gives a higher return than the bank FD. The bank FD is the safest. There is no question about that. Bank FD is the safest return, because what you call it as a risk-free interest rate is your FD rate, okay. All the calculations are based on your risk-free interest rate. What is your risk-free interest rate? 5.4%. That is for 1 year fixed deposit in any of the public sector banks. That is the risk-free investment, okay. Then Indiabulls Housing Finance is providing, all are providing in the range of 8.75, and since the period is more, they will be providing a little higher interest rate. Means these are the ones where you need less. REC is Rural Electrification Corporation. So this is a public sector unit. So this is a PSU bond. So this will have some capital gain tax also, savings will be there. And this is whenever like you see the bigger names, no, the REC, PSU kind of stuff, no, automatically you can see here AAA, okay, because these are very, very safe bonds. The yield is also very small. For 16 months, you are getting a yield of 5% is nothing, okay, but very safe bonds, right? You can go through this, then you can see, means slowly you will start getting, whenever you are getting A minus kind of stuff, no, your yield will go more than 11% very easily. Karur Vysya Bank is A minus is lesser than A. So Karur Vysya Bank, if you see the yield is a little bit lesser, okay. Piramal is providing, like we discussed. Muthoot Finance is providing. So this is AA plus, stable or very stable, consider like that. So it is providing around 6.5%, but that is okay. Various. JM Financial. So this is a NBFC retail bond. So JM Financial is providing. MTNL is providing. MTNL is Government of India guaranteed. Okay, 10 lakh rupees, half yearly interest payment, 6.83% of yield. Good yield this one is, means much better than the FDs. But MTNL is a kind of loss making company, but it is Government of India guaranteed. You cannot beat this, okay. No public sector company, no financial institution, no bank, no public sector unit can beat this. When Government of India guarantees something, it will be paid 100%. You have your currency note, right? The currency note is guaranteed by Government of India. We are using every day, right? So that is the trust level you can keep on these bonds. This will be paid, okay? That is why you can see the rating is AAA. AAA is one of the safest, okay? Leyland, Hinduja Leyland is providing something much higher yield, and there is some infra debt is there. All these are like NBFC, private companies, okay? Sundaram is providing a corporate bond. Shriram Transport Finance, regularly you will get this Shriram Finance Transport bonds. Then and there you will keep on getting new issues, okay? They are well known in the bond market, okay? PFC, Power Finance Corporation is providing. This is a PSU company, right? PFC. So they are providing bonds. And PSU companies, whenever you see that one, you will get this AAA easily. Food Corporation of India, this is also Government of India guaranteed, 6.78%. State Bank of India, which is a public sector bank, so PSU bank bond, so about 7%. Good. This is also a good one. UP Power we have already seen. Shriram Transport, Muthoot, Tata Capital. Tata Capital are generally considered safest, okay? Means Tata Group, there is a trust, okay? Means they are much bigger. They can service their bonds without any issue, okay? And they are housing finance company. So their yield is also very attractive. 7.14 is the yield, means the interest rate is bit higher, yearly bond, and this is maturity is quite high, okay? 2031. 2031 means you have another 10 years to go for this, and AAA bond. AAA bond giving 7%, close your eyes, you can invest, okay? PFC we have seen. India Grid Trust. So India Grid Trust is a corporate bond. No government is involved. Name India is there, but no government is involved. REC we have seen. Shriram Transport. IndusInd Bank, private sector bank. IndusInd Bank is providing bond which is giving a yield of 8.5, more than 8.5%. Means the minimum investment is 10 lakhs. Okay, so 8.5% it is providing. So this is also good. PNB, Punjab National Bank, so this is a government bank, so PSU bank bond, so this is also providing. You can go through it. Tata Motors, they have a finance division, right? Vehicle finance, so they are providing bonds. Vehicle finance, how much they are getting? Your vehicle finance, when you finance your vehicle, you will be paying more than what is the interest rate here. That is the difference which Tata Finance will make money. They are generating money from the bond investors and they are lending the money out to the vehicle buyers on a higher interest rate, so they get that money back. I am explaining in a very simple way, but in reality it is a bit complicated, okay? There is some Poonawalla Finance Corporation, so these are all like NBFC companies. Cholamandalam Finance is considered one of the good companies to invest because Cholamandalam is a south-based company. So one of the good companies to means they are also well known, means they start providing lot of NBFC retail bonds. So if the yield rate is reasonably okay, but the initial investment at all is quite high, okay? So I think I have taken a lot of time. This video has become a very long, but I just wanted to give you the full picture of what is available and which are all the companies providing this bond issues to the retail investors and how you can invest. So investing is very easy. Just click this one, like say I say National Highways Authorities. You can see the National Highways Authority will be here, National Highways Authority of India. So just click invest here. How many units you want to invest? 1 unit. Okay, you just see place order. Your order placed successfully. You will get back to you as soon as possible for the investment process. They'll get back basically like I'll cancel that order. That's all. Okay, I'm not, because I don't have any of my bank account linked, so they will not come back to me on that. I can always cancel it. Okay, I just got a message also when I clicked. Let's see means how this goes. So this is how means we do this. How to make it very simple. In a click of a button means we can do that. That is not a big deal. It can be done. This is a good investment avenue if people are looking to generate a little higher return than the bank fixed deposits by taking a slightly higher risk. FD is a risk-free interest rate, but if you want to take a higher return, you need to take a little higher risk. So try to, if you are very risk averse investor, but you still want to have a little higher return, try to get into the government backed bonds. Any PSU company bonds, Government of India guaranteed bonds, state government guaranteed bonds. So these are the bonds where you can look into parking your money for a short term or for a long term. The returns are higher than fixed deposit. Okay. So I hope you have learnt something new today. Signing off, this is JR. May the markets be with you. Thank you. Bye bye. Thanks for watching. If you like our content, please subscribe to our channel, like and share the video. Thank you.